His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a phone call with US President-elect Donald Trump to congratulate him on earning the confidence of the American people in the presidential election. His Majesty extended best wishes for success in his duties. He also emphasized the importance of further strengthening the historic ties and strategic partnership between the two countries. He highlighted the need to enhance cooperation, coordination and constructive joint efforts in all areas that serve the interests of both nations and their peoples. His Majesty expressed his best wishes for the American people to achieve further progress, prosperity and development under the leadership of President Trump. The talk also covered developments in the Middle East and efforts to restore stability and promote peace in the region. For his part, Trump thanked His Majesty the King for the congratulation and kind sentiments. He expressed interest in working closely with His Majesty the King to deepen the long-standing friendship and the distinguished partnership between the two nations for mutual benefit. Now, the first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, President of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, yesterday visited the national football team's final training session ahead of their match against Australia. The match, part of the Asian qualifiers for the 26th FIFA World Cup, is scheduled to take place today at Bahrain National Stadium. The session was also attended by Vice President of the Bahrain Football Association, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali bin Isa Al Khalifa, GSA CEO Dr. Abdurrahman Askar, and members of the association's board. His Highness observed the team's training and conveyed greetings from representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, Chairman of the SCYS, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. His Highness emphasized that Bahrain's sporting community highly expects the team to achieve positive results and showcase exceptional performance. He motivated the players to push themselves further to secure points that strengthen Bahrain's chances of qualifying for the World Cup, extending his best wishes for the team's success. The BDF Commander-in-Chief, Chief Field Marshal Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, received the Commander of the U.S. Central Command, General Michael Kurilla, in the presence of the Minister of Defense Affairs, Lieutenant General Abdullah bin Hassan Nuaimi, and BDF Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Thayib bin Saqar al-Nuaimi. The Commander-in-Chief lauded the long-standing Bahraini-US relations and their ongoing development, highlighting the interest in continuing to develop them to enhance bilateral cooperation and coordination. He highlighted the interest in further continuing to develop military cooperation and coordination between the two friendly countries. The meeting was attended by senior BDF officers. The Representatives' Council held its weekly session, presided over by its Speaker, Ahmed Al-Musallam. The Council began its session by discussing the report of the Foreign Affairs, Defence and National Security Committee regarding a draft law approving Bahrain's accession to the 1949 Convention on Road Traffic. The Council also discussed submitted proposals and requests. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa deputized the Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa to attend the graduation ceremony of the 10th batch of Bahrain Polytechnic held under the patronage of His Royal Highness. The Deputy Premier emphasized that the vocational and applied academic education provided by Bahrain Polytechnic is an important pillar of achieving sustainable development and building a knowledge-based economy in line with the objectives of the comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the follow-up of His Royal Highness. He said that over the past years, Bahrain Polytechnic has been able to provide the educational sector with quality academic programs based on creativity and innovation in line with international standards and the objectives of Bahrain Economic Vision 2030, which contributed to transforming the college into a center that enhances the kingdom's position as a preferred and leading destination in applied education. He wished the college's Board of Trustees, headed by the Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Jum'a, and the college's affiliates success in their efforts to support and guide the march of education. The Deputy Premier also congratulated the graduates and their parents, wishing them success and excellence as they join the labour market. He then honoured the graduates and the students who obtained the first and second honours, in addition to handing over the graduation certificates to the graduates. For his part, the Minister of Education expressed gratitude for patronising the ceremony. He also thanked the Deputy Prime Minister for attending the ceremony, emphasising his keen interest in the education sector in Bahrain. He congratulated the graduates, their parents, members of the Board of Trustees, and members of the academic and administrative bodies.
Well, today's the 10th ceremony for the Polytechnics. So it's the 10 years now that we've had graduates graduating, but today is important because it's the first cohort that we have of master's students who are now actually working in industry and are here today having got their parchments and having done all of the work for their master's qualification. We also have other group who are top-up graduates who are working in industry, but industry wants them to be upskilled and reskilled, and they've completed the last 2.5 years with us to bring them to the degree level. And the rest then are our ordinary students who are graduating today, and overall today we'll have about 800 graduating this year, which is one of the biggest cohorts that we've had since the foundation of the Polytechnic, and we're looking forward to seeing that grow over the years to come.
Coinciding with the launch of the camping season for the year 24 to 25, the Southern Governor, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali Al Khalifa, reviewed during an inspection tour the preparations to provide the best services to campers and to ensure a safe and organised season for all. His Highness inspected the services provided at the Camping Services Centre and the security and organisational procedures which have been equipped with the latest means to ensure the security and safety of campers in cooperation with the General Directorate of Traffic, the General Directorate of Civil Defence, Defence, the Southern Governorate Police Directorate, the National Ambulance Centre, the Ministry of Works and the Southern Municipality. His Highness also witnessed a presentation on the stages of electronic registration through the TENS initiative via the Southern Governorate app, which allows the selection of appropriate sites according to the permitted areas, while providing an electronic guide to ensure that campers adhere to security and environmental requirements. He followed up on the joint security efforts and awareness campaigns in cooperation with the security departments to enhance traffic awareness and ensure public safety in the camps. The General Directorate of Traffic has emphasized the importance of adhering to traffic rules and regulations for campers in the Sahir area as part of their efforts to ensure traffic safety and minimize accidents. The Directorate said that it is increasing traffic presence on main and internal roads and urging caution, especially for pedestrians. It said that parents and guardians are reminded to keep their children safe and supervised, and drivers are advised to be alert in specified areas, avoid overtaking, ensure vehicle lights are functional and cooperate with traffic officers by following their instructions. These measures aim to promote a safe and accident-free campaign season for all. The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs held its meeting headed by its President, Sheikh Abdurrahman bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Khalifa, as he praised the speech of His Majesty the King at the Extraordinary Arab and Islamic Summit, which was delivered on His Majesty's behalf by the Deputy Prime Minister, which discussed the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and Lebanon. He appreciated Bahrain's call for the necessity of taking decisive measures by the international community in commitment to its humanitarian and legal responsibilities. The Council welcomed the outcomes of the summit and the unified Arab and Islamic position towards the challenges facing the region, praising the tireless and continuous efforts of Saudi Arabia, led by the custodian of the two holy mosques and His Royal Highness the Saudi Crown Prince, towards the issues of the Arab and Islamic nations and its dedication to achieving security, peace and stability in the region. He stressed the position of Bahrain, led by His Majesty the King, and with the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, in calling for achieving a just and lasting peace in the region and the world, and the necessity of committing to resolving the Palestinian cause. The Council discussed its agenda and began by reviewing a memorandum on the participation of the President in the COP29, expressing appreciation for the outcomes of the summit. It also reviewed the outcome of the first session of the Interpretation Council program presented by the Institute of Quran Recitations and preparation of teachers of the Holy Quran during 18-21 October. The Council reviewed two requests to express a legal opinion from the Shura and Representative Councils and decided to refer them to the Committee for Expressing Legal Opinion to study them and submit a recommendation. On behalf of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, the Minister of Finance, National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, launched the World Business Angels Investment Forum held in Bahrain with the participation of senior officials, experts and business owners. In his opening speech, the minister affirmed that under the leadership of His Majesty the King and with the follow-up and support of His Royal Highness, Bahrain possesses a stimulating investment environment for creativity and innovation and an incubator for entrepreneurship with economic and trade relations and partnerships with various countries. He said that the GCC is a beacon for entrepreneurship growth and investment promotion, welcoming the Global Investment Forum. The minister highlighted the forum's role as an important platform for launching initiatives and programs aimed at creating promising opportunities from entrepreneurships and investors to achieve the desired economic goals. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa said that the right investment always turns potential into progress and contributes to promoting economic growth, justice and prosperity in societies, noting the importance of supporting creative ideas and empowering entrepreneurs. He also stressed the importance of activating global partnerships to develop financing frameworks for small and medium enterprises, which expands investment opportunities for business owners worldwide. He affirmed that achieving real progress in all fields requires the adoption of thoughtful policies and strategies and the wide participation of all institutions in various sectors.
Under the visionary leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Kingdom of Bahrain is steadfast in its mission to position itself as a global hub for investment and entrepreneurship. We are building an ecosystem where innovative ideas and early-stage ventures can thrive. In addition, efforts across the Gulf region further position the GCC market as a beacon for entrepreneurial growth and investment.
This event in Bahrain today, I think, brought together different types of people from government to private who are invested and who are committed to financial inclusion, ensuring that startups have the entire ecosystem of support that they need in order to thrive. I think every region needs a partnership like this to ensure that there is concerted effort towards building communities in which startups can be supported.
I think that the gathering of WBAF in Bahrain is important for the region and also important for the network that can be built here from investors, startups, entrepreneurs, and the policymaker of Bahrain. Bahrain can develop a great opportunity to all this GCC area, like a bridge to develop this type of new event and to develop the new economy for SMI.
This is a great event because it gives all the people the opportunity to get together, as well as seeing great startups from around the world. There are many Bahraini startups here, and we're already looking forward what they're going to show us.
The agenda is about making sure we recognize entrepreneurship and startups and enable them to have the support, the networks and the growth potential across the world.
And these platforms such as WBAF Bahrain, it allows us as a startup, as a small medium-sized company, to connect with different people that are leading in the industry, different manufacturers, people in different financing backgrounds, and it allows us as a small medium-sized company to connect with the different types of investors and expand our network and promote our name, and more importantly promote the name of Made in Bahrain.
My very short note to our audience is I'm very excited to see how the entrepreneurship and innovation are supported at the highest level, because this Congress was under the patronage of His Royal Highness Prime Minister and Crown Prince of the Kingdom of Bahrain. I think this is a great advantage, not only for investors, but also for entrepreneurs, because this is creating an entrepreneurial ecosystem where all stakeholders are able to come together to boost innovation.
The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning and the Supreme Council for Women convened their first joint committee meeting, attended by Minister Amna Rumaihi and SCW Secretary General Lulwa Al-Awadi, along with officials. The meeting discussed strategies to enhance housing services for Bahraini women. The Minister of Housing reviewed the progress of the second phase of the Masakan project in Head Housing City, which upon completion will provide 49 residential apartments for the fifth category of beneficiaries. This category includes divorced, widowed or abandoned women with children, single women without parents and Bahraini women with non-Bahraini minor children. The minister emphasized the ministry's ongoing commitment to providing housing services for Bahraini women. This includes implementing women-focused projects, developing housing legislation and standards, and addressing requests for various housing options offered in partnership with the private sector. The Housing Finance Program in particular has successfully provided housing solutions for many female citizens. Al-Awadhi praised the collaboration between the Council and the Ministry in enhancing these housing services. She said that this partnership has achieved significant milestones, including expanding eligibility criteria for Category 5 applications and removing the requirement that wives must not benefit from inherited property to access these services. The 9th UN Tourism World Forum on Gastronomy Tourism, hosted by Bahrain for the first time in the Middle East, witnessed an active participation of Bahraini chefs who showcased the authentic Bahraini hospitality and the rich diversity of Bahraini and Gulf cuisine to more than 500 participants from 50 countries. The Minister of Tourism, Fatima Al-Sayrafi, expressed pride in the large participation of Bahraini chefs in the forum and said that this event is an important platform to showcase the skills and creativity of local chefs, noting the importance of enhancing international cooperation in gastronomy. For her part, the CEO of Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority, Sara Bouhaji, said that the forum provides an ideal opportunity for Bahraini chefs to interact with global leaders in gastronomy, adding that their participation reflects the significant progress Bahrain has made in the gastronomy tourism. The Minister of Tourism, Fatima Al-Sayrafi, opened the UN Tourism World Forum on Gastronomy Tourism in Bahrain, a first in the Middle East. The event was attended by the Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Al-Nuhaimi, the Secretary General of the UN Tourism Organization, Zurab Polo Likashvili, and the Director General of the Basque Culinary Center, Jox Mari. In her opening speech, Al-Sayrafi highlighted Bahrain's role in hosting this historic gathering, emphasizing that gastronomy tourism serves as a cultural bridge, celebrating diversity and empowering communities. She underscored the importance of this industry in fostering a sustainable and interconnected future. On the sidelines of the forum, the opening of new international restaurants in Bahrain will be announced, as well as qualitative partnerships between local, regional and global stakeholders, which will contribute to the development of the sector and enhance Bahrain's position.
I want to congratulate Bahrain, Middle East and UN Tourism organizing Global Gastronomy Forum, first time ever in Middle East. I think it's a big step to promote local gastronomy, first of all. Unfortunately, Bahraini culinary arts and gastronomy is not as well known in the world, and this is, I think, historical day because you have excellent, I would say, very different and authentic and unique gastronomy, but we need to promote it and everyone to know that this is the country where you can have fantastic lunch, fantastic dinner, fantastic breakfast.
The CEO of the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority, Sara Bouhaji, said that Bahrain's hosting of this World Gastronomy Tourism Forum is a significant achievement that reinforces the kingdom's position as a leading destination in this growing sector. She said that the forum is an exceptional event as it is the first in its kind in the Middle East, noting that it reflects Bahrain's commitment to developing the tourism sector and diversifying its resources. The minister emphasized the importance of holding this forum in the kingdom and noted that gastronomy is a key pillar of the National Tourism Strategy 22-26. She praised the distinguished role of Bahraini chefs in promoting local cuisine and showcasing Bahraini culinary arts in an innovating way that reflects Bahrain's heritage. The Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, in collaboration with the Information and E-Government Authority, announced the adoption of the National Notification System, Ish'arat, for judicial announcements effective January 2025. This initiative aims to enhance service efficiency and support environmental sustainability. The ministry stated that this step completes the digital transportation or transformation of all court notifications by utilizing the unified database provided by the platform. The adoption of the system will streamline litigation procedures, ensuring judicial announcements are delivered to individuals through reliable and up-to-date contact details. The ministry urged lawyers and litigants to register with the National Notification System via the Kingdom's national portal, Bahrain.bh.